Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to Morning Brew. Yeah, so far it's not been a great morning. I hate computers sometimes. I really, really, really do. I woke up, started to do my normal routine. All of a sudden, my computer went black. I said, oh, great. My new computer is fucked. I tried everything. I looked at everything. What's going on? Finally, I checked the power brick, which is supposed to be plugged into the wall. Of course, the damn thing is so heavy, I have to basically have my bed supporting it. Well, somehow in the night, it had come out. Somehow. So, yeah, so far this morning is not going so well. But at least it's better now, I guess. So that's why there was a delay. I needed time. And first of the chat was Richie Poole says, "Good morning, Captain Truck," or Captain Truck, good morning. It's morning, all right, and it's Tuesday. Yay. Birdo Prey 5 was second, who said Kapla. And hello, Dr. Alex. Are you on the train again? Richie Poole says, better late than never. And bonjour from Eastern Canada, 47 Yorktown. Good morning, BK Dan. How are you this? By the way, how are you this afternoon, Dr. Alex? I should say. Richie Poole, computers can't live with them, can't live without them. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. And good morning, Resolute Germ. How are you doing? So, because things were late getting started, I was so totally frazzled. I had something I was going to talk about, and I don't remember what the hell it was now. No fucking clue. That's why I put the link in the chat, because it's like, what the hell? Didn't actually have open lines yesterday, so why not? I had a few people on, but didn't throw the link in chat. God, I need coffee. What's the topic? What do you want to talk about? Okay, Bird, we're waiting.
I'm sorry, I'm having my own difficulties.
Oh. Okay.
The tab keeps reopening as I try to mute the YouTube.
I'm not hearing anything.
The reason why I don't, I'm okay now. The reason why I don't immediately come up is because I have to go back to the YouTube tab and mute it. And then I would generally come up. But by that time, you've usually added me, which is fine. But that's why I'm not speaking, because I didn't see that I was added. Hello, world. It's Birdo Prey 5. Kapla.
Kapla.
Feels like it's been a long time.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
well, actually, it probably has.
It's probably been a while. 3, 4, or 5 days, maybe.
Yep.
A lot happens in 4 or 5 days in YouTube, apparently. Richie Poole says computers can't live with them, can't live without them. Actually, you can. You can live without them. You did so for many thousands of years. Now it's air conditioning you can't live without. We've lost the capacities as a species, especially those who live in hot climate.
You're correct. Although, in the 30 plus years that we've had with computers, I think that we've developed a reliance on them almost as similar as air conditioning. Because if you think about it, everything is based on computers, even air conditioners now. So, yeah, our reliance on computers is so heavy that
we could build an air conditioner without a computer, but it would just have shitty features and use a lot more power and take longer to build.
True.
I'm just saying, given the choice of having to lose air conditioning or computers, I'd take computers.
I take neither, but of the two,
Mama Craig says you grew up without air conditioning or computers. Well, now there was one air conditioner in their parents' bedroom. Well, at least it's better than nothing. When it was really hot, they slept on the floor of their parents' bedroom.
well, that would have been a special treat.
I guess it depends what you think of as a special treat. Richie Poole says, I think you're underestimating our dependency on computers. Richie, believe me, I understand, especially this current generation, where I'm not saying that as meaning Generation Z or millennials, but I mean, there's plenty of people my age who are addicted to their cell phones, like Sissopray. You can't watch a TV show or even talk for long periods of time without checking her phone. And yeah, there are people who are just physically addicted. And that would be something. I mean, yes, and computers are used in your coffee makers. Well, guess what? You can make coffee without a computer. Your coffee is used, for records and medical records and stuff, not to mention in diagnosis equipment. Okay, you're not going to have an MRI or a CAT scan without a computer, and that would be unfortunate stuff to lose. But there was medicine before them, and life will go on. Resolute says, I could not live without computers. They are literally part of me. I think you could make a defibrillator or a pacemaker without what I would call a computer. A simple timing circuit is not necessarily a computer.
And good morning, Robert Rose Jr. Good morning, Keely Chow. What's going on? Not much. Not much. Richie Poole says Resolute Germ is a cyborg.
Well, I was so pissed off at the news the other day for using the term cyborg when they were describing robots. They were talking about robots, and the text underneath said something cyborg. Ordering. It was a robot waiter or waitress type thing, and replacing humans in a restaurant. And like ordering from a cyborg. And like, no, a cyborg is not a robot. They're talking about robots. The story is about actual robots with like wheels. It looked like almost like R2D2 type thing. And they're like, we're ordering with a cyborg? No. Cyborg means cybernetic organism. It's the Borg. The Borg are cyborg. Yeah. Unless they have fucking half a person in that garbage can moving around, there is no cyborg in this story.
Right.
Words mean something, but probably the 20-year-old intern they got to make up the catchy sounding whatever's
the
title
or whatever.
Yeah. Nobody fucking edited it. Nobody gave it a once over. Nobody who knows the definition of words checked it out. They just said, yeah, let's go with that. He seems like a smart cookie.
Yeah. Well, as far as living without cell phones, I can live without my cell phone, Bird. I'm a couple years older than you. I can live without my cell phone. I choose not to.
I tell you what was scary AF. And I said Ciso Prey's addicted, but maybe not as much as I think. This past Saturday, Ciso Prey was here with Nephew Prey. And Nephew Prey fell asleep, as he sometimes does in the afternoon for a nap. Right. And so Ciso Prey goes out into the neighborhood to do stuff like get her hair cut or get hair washed or whatever. So this past Saturday, she wanted to get her nails done. So she made an appointment, and in fact, her appointment was for 4:30. So she leaves the house like 4:20. The place is only, I would think, 5 minutes away.
Okay. Yeah.
And she was trying to find her cell phone. She was sure it was somewhere in her pocketbook, and just said, okay, forget it. She has to go to make the appointment, and she'd find it when she got there. So she left, and about a minute after she pulls out of the driveway, Mama Prey comes running out with her cell phone. It wasn't in her bag. It was here at the house.
Right.
Now, earlier in the day, she mentioned that her phone has a certain number of digit PIN code because that's what her job requires it to have. I didn't ask what her PIN code was because, frankly, none of my business. I never had reason to use her phone.
Right.
But now here I am with her phone and no way to open it. We realized we don't know where she's going to get her. I was like, well, we could call the store she's going to and let them know that we have her phone and just pass the message on to her so she knows we have it. Because right now we don't know if she knows yet that she doesn't have her phone. We have no way. And then we realized we don't know where she went. I realized, oh, well, the phone number's in her phone, who she called, but I can't get to it. So that was scary for us. Like, God forbid. First of all, she told us to call her when he wakes up. Yep. Call her when he wakes up so she would know to come back. And I got scared. Felt like it was the 1980s again. She was out there with no phone. We had no way of reaching her. She had no real way of reaching us. I mean, I'm sure she could have asked somebody to borrow a phone had she thought of it, but I don't know if she remembers my phone number.
Mm.
I didn't even think of that. She was in the neighborhood, we believe. We figured, I honestly would have bet money she would have come home when she realized she didn't have the cell phone,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't. She stayed out and got her nails done, and she was gone about an hour, all in all.
Right.
Whoa.
And Charlie did wake up after maybe 20 minutes of a nap. So.
Mm.
But yeah, that was weird. I felt like I was missing. But I guess in the old days, she would have said where she was going.
True.
Right.
She would have said, I'm going to so and so nail place.
Mm-hmm.
And also, she would have called from the house phone. I could have redialed.
That would have been
Well,
easier.
there would be no computers. I guess redial requires computer. So she would have just said where she was going. And then she would have dialed it like a rotary phone because touch tone requires computers.
Right. Yeah, I remember the rotaries.
So, yes, our dependency upon computers has actually gotten high. And I would have to agree, Jamie Summers would be my favorite cyborg.
The $6 million woman. Is that who Jamie Summers is?
Well, technically, I think hers cost more than his. So, but yeah, $6 million man, and then the Bionic Woman. Yeah.
Oh,
She's a
Bionic Woman. Right.
Yep. 7 and 9 is a close second. Yep. I would agree, Richie Poole. I would agree. Most off-brand Android phones will unlock after you answer a call. Except you've got to be able to get the call to answer it. So, yeah.
And it's not off brand. He has it was the latest Samsung phone.
Okay.
And
But
morning.
yeah, I was thinking of maybe calling it, but I didn't want to risk. The whole point of her saying corporate security, I figured they probably have all those holes patched somehow.
Yeah.
She works for a pretty big company. They have, to which I'm not supposed to mention. Already said too much. She
I
works
didn't
for
hear
a
you say
tiny
anything.
company. She works for a small company, like based in the Australian outback.
That's right. And Richie Poole said Oscar told Jamie she didn't cost quite $6 million. Her parts were smaller than Steve's. Really? That's something I wouldn't have remembered and didn't remember. Okay, Milton, I'll let you on the panel behave. No weird stories.
Hi, welcome, Milton.
Good morning, people.
Good morning.
How is the day going?
It's going.
It's going. Let's see here. Although the Winter Soldier can be considered a cyborg, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Iron Man is definitely a cyborg.
Yeah.
when he's in his suit.
Even without the arc reactor.
The
Wouldn't that technically?
have a cybernetic
There we
arm.
go.
Why do my stuff fall?
No. That's why my mouse is usually close to the remove button. So
I haven't done anything bad, and I'm not planning on it.
I know. And yes, there was a bionic dog. I don't
Aw,
remember much
That's
about
the-
it, but yes, there was. Asking Milton to behave is like asking his son to not come up in the morning.
But yet I have done it so far. Mostly. See, I could do more innocent things at the moment. I'm looking up references to draw a picture so I can work on the second panel for my comic book of the first page,
Okay.
which I have been working on for a long time. Because I'm lazy.
Okay.
Cyborg from Justice League is the best cyborg. I'll take your word on it, Eric.
No one hasn't
I've got
mentioned
a
my favorite.
topic if you want, Captain.
Huh?
No one mentioned my favorite cyborg. RoboCop.
Yeah, he's
There was
cyborg.
very little human of him, but yeah, you're right. He was technically a
The most
cyborg.
important part was you.
True.
Yeah.
I thought the RoboCop was missing the most important part, the human heart, where love is stored.
I don't know that I buy if it's stored in the heart. Because then if you
What
had a
other
heart
organ?
transplant, you should love different people.
Right.
Well,
And I don't
everything
think
is-
that's how it works.
Everything is stored in the computer. I mean, brain.
I'm going to have to be cruel and go. I just got a phone call from a friend.
Okay.
who I'm
Take care,
worried about.
Milton. Take care.
If I can leave. Arr.
You want me to kick you? I would have.
And if you are able to come back, Milton, please feel free to.
No random menace, not the Dom. Jesus Christ. I was figuring somebody was going to say it too.
Oh.
Except there's only one problem. The Random Menace. Women don't have them.
Right.
Therefore,
I was going to say something like that, but I was going to say something like, oh, it only works 50% of the people.
Oh, Joseph's here. I can go try Wordle. Let's see.
Eric says, I take it back. Darius is my favorite cyborg. Well, if he were really a cyborg, he would be among the favorite. Richie Poole says, Joseph, you had to go there.
I'm not going to give any clues, but I'm starting Wordle with the word gears, Gears.
Okay.
I've got 2 letters in the wrong spot. That's all I'll say.
You can say what letters you got right.
Well, okay.
Without saying where, you know.
Okay, the E and the R.
Okay.
Oh, Mama, see, Mama Pray. God damn it. Mama Pray probably didn't do Wordle yet. Did you do your Wordle yet? Oh, you're in the middle of it, son of a bitch. And I just gave her a letter. See, Captain?
Good morning,
what's
Mama
wrong with
Pray.
that? One letter, big deal.
Good morning, Mama Pray.
Yes, good
She
morning, Mama
can't
Pray,
hear
who
you.
can't hear us. So, oh, yes, I know in the hell hole you're in. That's just. I'm sorry. The left coast is just stupid.
Okay, I got one of those letters in the right spot.
Yeah, Random Menace says just share screen.
Well, I don't want to give it away for people who haven't
Oh,
played
yeah.
yet.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I won't say anything about it, Mom Pray, not till you get it. And not that I got it yet, but
Good morning, Chester Saxton. Tell Mom honesty is the best currency. This is, however, not the
what
best
is that?
one.
Is that Yosef's?
That's Yosef.
Is that Yosef's clue?
Yep.
I don't know, Mom Pray. Did you read Yosef's clue yet? He's saying honesty is the best currency. That's not the clue you read? Oh, well, that's. Yeah.
Truth? I don't know. That wouldn't have an E in it. So,
Okay, I got my two letters in the right spot, but that's it.
and our cyborg Resolute Germ has to go to work. Have a good day, Resolute Germ. Eric Saunders says, what was your topic, Berto Prey 5?
Oh, the topic for today is frozen waffles. Yay or nay? Or yay.
Well, let's see here. It depends on the situation.
Ego.
Okay, well, let me ask this. Is Nephew of Prey still teething?
Yes.
Okay. Then absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You can
No, I
use
meant for you, for adult.
Okay. Well, I was going to say you could use the ego for teething and the little pockets for the catches the spit. So, yeah.
Use Eggo frozen waffles for teeth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The cold.
Yeah.
The cold numbs the gums.
Yep.
I figured that.
Plus, it gives them a snack.
Well, it tastes good. It's unlike the rings that you stick in the freezer, which are just plastic.
Right.
There's an actual taste to it.
Right. You see, my sister did that too with my nephew. He's 10 now, so he doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, back when he was a little kid, yeah. when he was like 1.5. Yeah.
And the random menace says, want another clue?
No, I don't want any clues.
And good morning, Snortopupus Cuber.
Yeah.
In a pinch, yeah. With frozen strawberries. Oh, see, I prefer the plain ones. Absolute plain or buttermilk. Stick them in the toaster, get them all nice and warm. They're almost as good as homemade.
Right.
Not quite. Homemade are still always superior.
Mamo Gray got it in 4.
Mm.
I just put in my 4th guess, and I see that there's, well, I see something,
Okay.
but I got 1 extra letter in the wrong spot.
How many do you have? How many letters do you have correct? You can give
I
that
have
information.
2 letters correct in the right spot, and 1 additional letter correct in the wrong spot,
Okay. So you have 3 out of 5 letters.
including the first letter, which is often I find to be a big help
Right.
because it
Right.
really cuts down. Although I'm confused because I also have the second to last letter, and there's only so many letters that generally follow that letter, and I've already used them all.
Mm.
Well,
So this is going to be a weird one.
okay, Yosef, give your hint. I won't tell Bird or show it. Dr. Alex says, hello, Captain Trek, once more on the train.
I've never seen that
Through
before.
cold and wet London. When is
You've
it
never
not
seen
cold
what
and wet?
before?
Second and the 4th.
Letter of repetition not excluded. The next clue is letter repetition not excluded. I lied. Good morning, Mike Jimmy. How are you doing today?
Well, since Mamo Praise finished, I personally am aware that, yes, there's at least 1 letter that repeats. And I'm guessing probably more than 1.
Mm.
Wait a second. God damn it.
You see, I don't do Wordle, so.
I should have known the second that this word wasn't allowed but whatever, it still gave me info.
Because I was spoiled by the brief sunrise we had yesterday. You had sun? Wow, that was the one day a year you had sun then. Wow, enjoy it. Mike Jimmy says, doing good. Send out a proofread copy for Life on Corner 5 for, to people and getting compliments all around. Floating on Cloud 9 right now. Awesome.
Mm.
Okay, the Fandom Menace likes Indian food. Good for you, Yosef. Eastland Barkholder says, nice sunny day here yesterday. Alexander, do teachers count as mentors? If so, then this mentor could use another cup of coffee.
God damn it, got it in 5. Is that a fucking word?
What is it? Spoil it. I don't care.
It's a word I don't even know is a word. I've heard of it. I wouldn't have guessed it was spelt like this. Okay, spoilers coming. If you guys don't want to hear it, like, give yourself 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rupee. Rupee. Rupee.
Yeah, Indian currency.
Right. Yep.
Well, it doesn't mean anything to me. I am an American.
Well, so
Dollar
am I,
doesn't
but
fit. Well, God damn it. I'm playing this game here in America.
Well, you also have to consider rupee is also used in several video games, like
What?
Legend of Zelda.
Well, again, a game I've never played.
So
What
it's
does
not.
that have to do with Joseph's clue?
he likes Indian food.
I like Indian food.
It's Indian currency.
Honesty, though? What does that have to do with honesty? He just throws the word currency in. It's
Mhm.
not even. Anyway. That's why I don't check Joseph's clues. They make me more confused than going without them. I got it, Mama Pray.
And Mike Jimmy
Yeah.
says it's the currency of the Legend of Zelda games. Yep.
I remember them, yeah.
They still have Legend
Although-
of Zelda games, so it's still being used in those.
Yeah. Yeah. On the Switch, but yeah. Oh, good morning, Snorterpoopus. Thank you for highlighting that,
that in
Captain. I didn't see it.
Category of words I've heard
no
of,
problem.
but don't, probably never used myself.
Right. But at least it's, well, you're going to have people that are saying, it's not a real word. Yeah, it is, dummy. Just because
Oh,
you
it's a
don't use
word.
it.
I'm not going to argue it's not a real word, but it's not American enough for me.
True story. Outside of Zelda, I've actually used that word here in the States. Do you remember the game Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Yes, of course.
There was a clue. There was a clue where someone converted their money to rupees, and you had to figure out where in the world she was going to go next.
I always liked to catch her in Rio. I figured she was probably dressed pretty hot. And have to get my warrant before I arrest her if she gets away with crime.
Right.
That was the day I realized global policing doesn't work. I know she's guilty, but I still have to get a warrant. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to let her go, knowing all the crimes she's committed, all the bodies she's left behind, because I don't have a piece of paper? You dumb son of a bitch. I assume she was killing people. Otherwise, it seemed like a tremendous waste of police money and power to be tracking this woman across the world. I mean, hell, just think of the carbon footprint.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And now that's an odd number. 1 rupee is 19 cents.
Well, 1 and 19
Or
are both odd numbers, so you're correct.
1.9
Yep.
US dollars. I'm sorry. Not 19 cents, but 1.9
That is
US dollars.
0.19 US dollars is 19 cents.
Okay. I wanted to be correct, though.
Both are correct.
And Richie Poole says, I agree with Bird. Joseph's clues are confusing.
You're welcome, Mike Jimmy.
Sort of Pupus Cuber says the euro has killed so many traditional currencies. It's a more boring world now.
And I remember when they had Italian lira. In fact, I think I still have some I brought back from my trip to Italy when I was in high school. German Deutschmarks,
Yep.
English pounds. Oh, wait, there still are English pounds. Swiss francs. Oh, there still are Swiss francs. Slovakian Slovakos, they were called before they became euros. Do you have any Slovakos, Joseph? I understand they used to sell their currency as a breakfast cereal. They were called Slovakos. Whoever bought the most was the richest. The problem is you needed Slovakos to buy Slovakos. So it was a very poor country until
Boring? Come to Slovakia.
the euros came in. Oh, is Better Call Saul coming back?
Oh?
This new season of Better Call Saul. Wondering if that's starting soon. Better Call Saul. Google that. The upcoming sixth and final season is set to premiere. Oh, April 18th. A month away. Month and a half.
Krona.
Oh, today's March 1st.
Slavic Krona. If you want to be.
Nope, I did not pay the mortgage. No, I think I did. You better check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. If we get thrown out of the house, I didn't pay the mortgage. Yeah, I paid it.
I seriously doubt they're going to throw you out of the house. Besides, it mean they have to physically come there and throw you out.
You're right, Captain. I should just stop paying my mortgage. What are they going to do?
I just read that too. Yeah.
What?
Got a cyborg in the chat.
And good morning, Darius Munchausen.
Yeah, we got a cyborg in the chat now.
Only a pretended cyborg.
Yeah. So what's on your agenda today, Captain?
Going to wound care is on my agenda.
Oh,
After
that's right,
that,
it's Tuesday.
After that, nothing.
Yes, good morning, Darius Munchausen.
So, of course, for things to happen bad on Tuesday is, kind of standard.
I was going to say par for the course, but yeah. Yeah.
I got a special gift yesterday, so I'm very grateful for that.
Okay.
So I'm going to be having a new desk.
Oh. Okay. Is that the one you're putting together?
Oh, God, yes. I'm going to hate doing that, but
You were talking about the other day coming, yeah.
well, the funny thing is, I had a chair that I saved that I liked, and it was in my cart, and I thought, okay, well, I'd had enough money after the gift to pay for it, and so it's like, okay, I'll buy it. Out of stock.
Oh.
So I had to quickly find another one that was similar.
Right.
It was better actually, but not the right color. But I got it anyhow because it was actually a little bit, about $10 more.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like, I can deal with it. I can deal with gray over red. No big deal.
Right.
Well, color of a chair is like the color of a mattress. You're never going to see it. I don't care.
Never going to see it while in the chair. You're right.
Yeah. Or the color of the ceiling that somebody always sleeps on their stomach.
Right.
Not everybody sleeps on their stomach.
I sleep on my
But
side.
if you did, it's a simile, goddammit, right? No, a metaphor
Metaphor,
or
yeah.
something.
I think metaphor is the right word. I think it is. No.
A simile uses like or add, right? It's as cold as a winter's day. That's a simile.
Right.
Yeah. The metaphor is just, it's a winter's day. No, unless it is winter. The room felt like winter's day. Oh, winter's day. Sorry, Pat.
No problem. Well, it does a good job expressing how it, to the reader how it's supposed to feel. Robert Rose Jr. says, I liked the real Ghostbusters and Extreme Ghostbusters animated shows. I remember real Ghostbusters. I don't remember Extreme Ghostbusters. Just a comparison. That's what Jerry says. So what is everyone doing today?
Well, I just got a nurse at 9:30 and then a video appointment at 12:30, and that's it.
Oh, that sounds like a plan for the day.
Yeah.
Bird, what's going on with you?
I would imagine at some point today, either me or Mama Frey or both of us have doctors coming, but I don't know yet. Nobody's called.
So are you planning on streaming today?
No, not really.
Okay.
I might see how I feel, but I have no plans in particular.
Okay. Just wondering. The Extreme Ghostbusters was the second generation of Ghostbusters with
I'll
Egon
be back,
training
Cap.
them. Yes. Well, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Did you ever see the new Afterlife? Ghostbusters Afterlife?
No, I
film?
haven't. I'll
Okay.
I'll end up seeing it eventually.
Okay. That's one of the few recently I caught in the theater.
I was actually going to go, but I just haven't been able to find time.
Okay. I don't know if it's still in the theater or not.
I doubt it. And both of those can be found on YouTube. Cool.
Nice. Nice. I never got into Extreme Ghostbusters. I remember the real Ghostbusters. I remember Ghostbusters, the TV show, but not.
Ugh, no. Yuck.
I remember it. I didn't say I liked it. I said I remembered it.
We don't talk about that. That one's a garbage. No. Mm-mm. Oh, and I had fun yesterday on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had some idiot.
Some idiot did what for you?
Oh, I just pissed them off because it was fun.
Oh.
And Burger Prairie 5 being from New York, have you ever visited the firehouse filming location from Ghostbusters?
That's a good question.
And
Have
we'll
to ask him
find
when he
that
gets
out.
back. Yeah. Definitely have to ask him when he gets back. Yeah. That's a good question.
Let's see here. So hopefully everyone's day is going well.
Mine is so far. Even though I woke up a little bit late, I got a little more rest than normal, so which is a good thing. Instead of getting up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, I got up around 6:15. So
Yep. Yeah, I wish I could sleep till 6:15. That would be I don't know what that would be. I haven't done that in so long. I don't remember.
well, my son's been out of high school for 3 years now, so yeah. That was a long time coming. That's when he got out of high school. And there's many years of waking him up in the morning. So yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah, Robert Rose Jr. said Ghostbusters 2016 could have been good. Yeah, could have been. Could have been, should have been, but wasn't.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's a reason it's not included in the box set. The solar orb.
Solar orb has not been only for me to determine the quality of the day. Yes. Well, you'll find out soon then, Snort.
I suppose for some, they'd have to wait for it to fully transverse. You know, to tell the quality of the day.
Ow. So hopefully everyone's day is going good. I'm just kind of having a normal Tuesday, except I may have to actually take that secondary pill that I don't like taking.
Oh, speaking of pills, did you see the Twitter DM I sent you the other day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, good grief. I have so many DMs. It's just insane.
Yeah. For me, it's Facebook messages, but yeah.
Oh, Facebook messages. I need to check those too. But see if I have any Facebook messages. Let's see here. I have 6. Okay.
Oh, good morning, Gap Stargate. It just popped up.
Let's see here. And good morning, Gap Stargate. How are you today? I definitely am going to need more coffee soon, but I'll wait for that. And before Eric has to go, Star Wars Theology says, I'm having my coffee while working. Cool. Yep, Stargate says, I'm doing good. Other than I can't figure out why the heck I woke up at 5 a.m. I'm doing all right, thank you. And Robert Rose Jr. says, hello, Gap Stargate. Love the fact that people talk to each other.
Yeah.
And like I said before, Eric has to go. I'll play this for him.
Listen to me very carefully because I'm only going to say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your third cup this morning.
Fourth, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
Coffee stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I was typing as you would put it as you started it up.
And you're quite welcome, Eric Sonder. I know you like it. I know there are a few other people that like it as well. Others who don't, but yeah.
I like it. Did you see I found the clip I found that clip and sent it to you too?
Yep.
Yeah.
I noticed. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was actually in my feed. I didn't go looking for it.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, thumbnail said Janeway Coffee. I was like, really?
Yep. Anyhow, let's see here. Gap Stargate says, have you all seen Funko Pop moments with Kirk and Spock seen toward the end of Wrath of Khan? Spark. Where's
Yeah.
Sparks? The ship, and he's behind the glass. No.
I have, yeah. It's a Christmas ornament that I've seen. That one. It's like 4 inches tall or something, 3 or 4 inches tall. I've seen that one.
Gap Stargate says, oops, Spock, I have morning spelling disease. Agreed. Some of us have that issue at other times too.
I have fat finger syndrome myself, where I hit 2 letters at the same time.
I'm back.
Cool. What's going on?
Well, I heard a news story while I was busy, and it saddens me. It was pretty shocking, but then at the end, it left me annoyed. Apparently, 2 50-something-year-old women found out they were switched at birth.
Right.
After one of them did a DNA test, and the DNA test said, hey, you're not related to your own mother. And the names of the people it did say she was related to, she Googled them or whatever, Facebook checked, and they found out, hey, there was another woman born on the same day as her. And so they realized that those 2 women, they took the DNA test, and yeah, they're sure enough, they were related to the other family. So it was clear in 1964, when they were born, the hospital somehow confused the 2 babies, and the 2 babies went home with the wrong set of parents. And their entire lives, they were raised and lived as the other, life was meant to be or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, one sister still has her at least her mother is still alive. I'm not sure if both her parents are alive. The other sister's parents have since died. So there's the 2 sisters, or not sisters, the 2 daughters, and the mother, who was biological mother of one and actual mother to the other. And all 3 of them want to sue the hospital. What the fuck? How are you going to sue a hospital for something that happened in 1964? Nobody knows who did it. No, the person who did do it is probably long since dead. And even if they're not, they certainly didn't do it on purpose. And why does everybody just want to sue? How is suing going to help you? How is suing going to change anything in your life? I understand it's not good and it's a bad thing to happen, but suing doesn't stop this from happening. I'm pissed that they're even allowed to sue. Now, I hope it gets thrown out of court. And according to the hospital, they're not even the same organization that was there in 1964. That organization closed shop at some point, and they just
Mhm.
bought the hospital, and like a Blockbuster becoming a different video store or something, or just being in the same building. So they're like saying that there's nobody to even sue. And I tend to agree. Even if they were the same company from 1964, what would suing them now accomplish?
Right.
It pisses me off that people are allowed to sue in such cases. Because even if they still need to have lawyers go to court and show up, and that costs money. And not that the money the hospital doesn't have, I'm sure they do, but that's money that's going to frivolous lawsuits when it could have been used for actually taking care of people or another hospital bed or whatever.
Right. No, I agree, Bert. I agree. It's pointless and doesn't make sense at all to me anyway.
And Gap says it's a sad story about the daughters. Part of it is sad, but on another part, now you've got double the family. I mean, for all practical purposes, you have a whole other family now who cares about you. And yes, it's very hard to imagine what I would be feeling in that situation, I'm sure. But I mean, well, I've had my DNA test. I know I'm related to Mom O'Prey and Dad O'Prey. So that's
Right.
but I was concerned. I thought about it. What if, when I first got my DNA test, I know, what if it showed that I wasn't related to anybody and I was switched at birth or whatever. I was adopted and nobody wanted to tell me. It ran through my head. It's not that and I thought about it and I'm like, well, it doesn't matter what the DNA test said. Mom O'Prey has been my mom. Dad O'Prey was my dad. He did everything a father would, everything a mother would, and then some. And Sis O'Prey is my sister, and none of it really matters. But it's just, this is mostly just for medical reasons. I wasn't taking the test wouldn't change how much I love them. They love me. So they were my family. So why would, I mean, the only thing would be, it'd be like if the other family ended up winning the lottery or something. And you're like, no, I could have been really rich and not have to worry about work and just travel the globe. And I don't know. But they seem to both be working class families. It doesn't really seem like, I'm sure one had a better childhood than the other, just because you compare any two childhoods and there's probably one better, one worse. But seems like it was the flip of a coin.
Well, I think it's a complex issue. I don't think that you can answer that. By the way, Gap Stargate, yes, you may share your link. Because there have been children who were intentionally switched at birth and those where it was an accident. And I can understand wanting to find out exactly what happened. But from 1964, the chances of finding out are so fucking slim, next to impossible. It doesn't seem worth the bother. And suing for monetary compensation, yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Just there's enough shit to worry about out there, and right now, yeah, an accident that happened. I'm assuming an accident because there have been nurses that have intentionally switched. Like one was more sickly than the other, and they switched the one to the sickly one to the parents who had more money because they can afford to pay for it. The poor parents couldn't. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And good morning, Pacific 414. How are you today? And it is a sad story. There's nothing. Hence the Spock and Kirk Funko moment, and there's the link. And you're welcome. You're always welcome to share stuff on here. Hell, Keely Chow shares Loki's stream out every time he's on here when he's going over there. So, yeah, I don't mind unless it's something that's illegal, immoral, or otherwise off-site. I don't mind. Wait a minute. Well, back. The funny thing was, I hadn't even thought about that. Didn't care. And thank you, Gap Stargate. And good morning, Keely Chow. So yeah, there's that whole point is just I'd love to slap whoever decided to sue. I think they need it.
Yeah. A little bit of a wake up. To say the least.
I mean, okay, fine. You want to spend time and get to know them? Go for it. Enjoy it. I mean, yeah, something happened that wasn't good, but make the best of it.
Right.
Instead, now everybody has to be sue happy over everything. I'm sure that Bird could have sued and didn't.
Oh, we tried. We got fucked.
That sucks. At least you had a legitimate thing. Yeah, not like these idiots. I'm sorry. That's it would be even one thing if it were done 20 years ago, even, but yeah, 64
58 years.
Yeah. It's just chances of anybody still being there from that time are so slim.
Mm. About 58 years ago, yeah. Yeah, 74 is easy for me to do the math. I was born in 74, so that's why it's easy for me to do the math for 64. So it's like, wait a minute, I'm 48. Yeah, okay, so that's 58 years.
Yep.
So I told Bert I know he's only a few years older than him. So
And Robert Rose Jr. says, I'm not going to watch State of the Union tonight. Well, I know that Fat Steven Seagal is going to be doing a State of the Onion stream during the time of the State of the Union. So if you want to go on to Fat Steven Seagal's channel at that time, he will be watching it and reacting. And granted, he's Canadian, so he doesn't really give a shit. But he will have people on there who are also commentating and doing so in a humorous way. And yeah, I would suggest going to his channel this evening.
I'm probably going to end up watching it myself, though. The actual saying.
I'm more likely to watch Fat Steven Seagal.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
just don't give a shit.
I'm one of these that actually watches the United Nations sessions and things like that too. So
well, most of the time I find them quite uninformative because it just sometimes they get a little boring.
they usually are.
I can. Yeah, probably.
I like
Alexander
the
says exactly. Far more interesting than watching the State of the Union.
And the cap, I gotta go. I just got a call from the doctor coming
No
from me
problem.
and Mama Pray. I'll
Okay.
talk to you guys later.
Later, Bird.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye, Bert. I don't know. I didn't see those either.
I didn't watch them. Not even a replay.
So I mean, don't get me wrong, I vote, but if I find out information about the people I'm going to vote for, but as far as listening to political stuff live, it's just not me. I'd rather have
Fair
the
enough.
synopsis of what happened rather than watching and being bored.
I would rather hear it straight from them than have some major news company give me their color on it.
I'm talking print form. I want the actual
okay.
print form where I see what's being said. I can, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, let's see here. And The link is in the chat. If somebody else would like to join, you'd be more than welcome.
Yeah, before I gotta go. I gotta go
Because I know.
myself.
Yeah, I know. I think
got
with
a couple
the
more things to before she gets here.
well, thank you for joining BK Dan. I know you have to be going soon yourself, so I guess we'll talk to you later then.
Yep. Talk to you later, Captain. Bye-bye.
You have a good day. And so I think with that, unless somebody else wants to join, I'll go ahead and give a few minutes if somebody wants to join up here, because that would be, I don't like just ending on a note of everybody leaving, but if you don't mind putting the link into Loki's stream, I would appreciate that, Keely Chow. Keely, if you'll do that. I know you usually have it ready anyhow. And Murder Hornet Returns says, yo. So anyhow, Gap Stargate says hello to Murder Hornet. All right. Well, with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this a stream. I'm kind of hurting anyhow. Thank you for watching. Check out Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Check out Culture Casino. This is one of the few days I'm not going to be watching there live. He's going to be doing the 6-minute daily. That's about 3 hours from now. And see if Bird's streaming later today. Other than that, and thank you, Jedi Bill, for putting the link in the chat. With that, I think I'm going to call this a stream. I may be streaming later. I may be not. I don't know. You all have a great day, and talk to you soon.